Alright, I am back again like I never left. So, yeah, do you know what is happening in town? I am here to do what? To update you. Sit back, relax, and watch this video till the end. Today's video, Jesus Christ. I don't know what to say. I don't even know where to start. I don't even know nothing. It's as if I am not thinking right anymore. It's as if why are we so wicked and evil to ourselves? Things are happening in this life. I don't think I've ever heard anything like this before in my entire life. Crazy things are happening for real. Can you actually tell me what is happening in marriages today? Like, come on. This is actually the most unrealistic story I've ever heard in my life. I am super confused because I don't even understand what is going on. Please watch this video to the end and tell me what you think about the whole story down in the comment section. I will see you all next time. Peace.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. My name is Brian Dennis. Over the past couple of days, I've been receiving lots of messages, questions about the whole story that I got on Instablog about my brother and his wife that accused him of in the UK. All right. So I just wanted to. I didn't want to respond because I'd not heard from him, and though we spoke today, and he was able to provide clear context, all right, about the whole issue. And his phone was seized. All right, we both know that if you're dealing with a criminal investigation in the UK, they'll take your phone as part of investigation. So, but he's been able to get a hold of his phone, and then we spoke. And I'm just going to give a summary of everything without wasting your time. Now, my brother got married in December. The love of his life. He's known this girl for 6 years. All right, he's known her for 6 years. So it's not like he just met her somewhere. He's known her for 6 years. They've known each other for 6 years. Okay, I just wanted to stress that rather. Now, 2 days after the wedding, he found intimate pictures, videos that she was exchanging with her ex-boyfriend. His name is Desmond, in the UK. All right, in the UK. Her ex stays in the UK. She and this guy they're exchanging nudes, they are talking and everything. He found out 2 days after the wedding. 2 days. Now, he also found out that this man had been processing visa for his new wife, this Desmond with the UK. Now, this Desmond is married though. He's married he's married to a wife. He has a wife there in the UK, a Nigerian in the UK that he's married to. But they processed visa for this babe. This is my brother's wife. So my brother's wife found out, he was devastated, but of course he didn't want to cancel the wedding. He didn't want to say I'm not marrying again, of which I know so many men will do, including me. He didn't do that. He said, okay, just cut off communication. The man requested, he said, he cut off communication from this guy. That's all I asked for. We are married now. And the woman kneels down and say, oh, I will do that. His wife say, I will not do again and everything. And that's how the matter ended. And the man requested a refund from UK visas, and they gave him his refund. I think, yes, I'm going to put up, I have the screenshots for that. He gave him back his refund. Now, as of September this year, she gave birth. She had moved to the UK already. She gave birth. Now, before we go to the birth part, after they had moved to the UK, they go work now. All right, she's a dependent. She never get work yet. He found out that she had resumed talking to this Desmond again with the UK. Look, that was processing her visa for her. She had resumed talking to him. They started doing those crazy things. They exchanged this thing. So it was like, what the fuck is going on? And then she said, hey, in short, her UK number which she just get, she doesn't the text time already. Hey, what's good? She said, I'm sorry. And then she blocked him again. Now, all right, life goes on. By September, just about 3 months ago, she gave birth. Okay, and out of some curiosity, because we're in that area where DNA and everything, out of some curiosity, he went to do a DNA test. All right, I'm going to put the result on the screen. He did a DNA test, and the DNA test confirmed that he is not the biological father of this child. Okay, He was devastated. But he was calm about it. He reached out to about 3 family members, close friends, and then because of how the situation is in the UK, they told him, see, don't do anything yet. Just be calm about it. Just take time, all right? And so talk to more people, try to pick brains, this and so he reached out to his pastor, and then his pastor said, see, the pastor said, okay, see, go and protect your family, all right? So he resolved in his heart he was going to forgive her. Although the people that were advising were like, see, the guy go tell her the matter, she will go bring one false charge against you, all right? But he wasn't worried about that. He decided to forgive her, and then he went home on the 27th, in November. No, it's sometime in October, rather. Sometime early November, rather. He confronted her, told her, see, I know this child is not my own. He showed her the DNA test result. I know this child is not my own, but I forgive you. The only thing you could do for me is that this child will not stay with us. Because I'm a student, yet I'm working, you're not working. I cannot now be doing child care for a child that is not my own. The expenses is too much for a young man. And I was like, okay, I'm going to work, think about it, and then let me know what happened. And when I come back, we'll talk. And she even now confessed who she suspects is the real father. My brother even called the man. And you know the funny part? The real father of the child back for Nigeria here is also a married man with 2 children. Apparently, she had sex with him 1 week before their wedding. Hey! 1 week before their wedding, she had sex with him and then got married to my brother about 1 week later. Now, my brother called him and said, oh, no quarrel. See, if I say you're picking, you get picking here, or how we go do? And my brother said, hey, we're going to send the child over, and then if you want to do your own DNA test to ascertain whether or not you get them or not, also do your own. But this picking no go stay with me. He was pretty calm about it. There was no violence, and then he even told his wife that, see, plenty people just make her not tell you this matter because they fear say you go report me to, you go bring up one allegation or another allegation because they fear say I go remove you from visa and everything. I'm not going to do all of that. Okay, I'm not going to do all of that. I forgive you, but I cannot I cannot be hustling and taking care of a child that is not biologically mine. Forget the fact that he has been betrayed. This was, this was the highest character he showed. All right. Now, he went to work on the 27th of November. That was this 27th of November. He came back from work, and there were police officers in the house, and they arrested him. And these were the charges. He was taken to cell, and these are the charges: rape of an adult 18 plus. And this is the byline of the rape. Consent was given for sex, but consent was not given for ejaculation. Husband and wife. Consent was given for sex, but the wife said she no give him consent for him to ejaculate. Anyway, he was arrested. He spent 1 night in jail, and was granted bail. And the bail condition was that he should not near his own house until 26th of January. These are part of the bail conditions. Fucking crazy, yeah? Now, here's the twist. Okay? And I'm saying, we know this now because she came and confessed. Now, after my brother had confronted her about this child, you know what she did? She called, as he confronted her and went to work, she called her ex. Okay, that's this Desmond guy. She called this Desmond guy. And now what did this Desmond, and told this Desmond guy everything. See what happened. Desmond and his wife. That's this Desmond that she's exchanging sensitive pictures with. She called him and told him and his wife. I'm not sure his wife knows that that the woman and the man they do something. So he told him everything. And then the wife is like, now this kind of thing they fear you. Something will go find one allegation, lay against them. He go just spend 1 night for sale. So by the time he come back from sale, he go calm down. Anything we tell him to do, he go do. So now waiting they run. So they don't even down for one of their person away from Nigeria too. Can you imagine? And we know this because she confessed it. She confessed to my brother. So they now told her that, see, here's what we are going to do. Now, I didn't state this, but when he found out that she was chatting with this same Desmond with her UK number, It got so bad that at a point he said, okay, let me buy you a new phone. He collected that old phone and bought her a new phone. And there was one, bought her a new phone. Now, so when she they tell this Desmond and his wife the matter of the accusation, the one way she don't catch her now, she don't talk, and Desmond come say, and the wife want to say, okay, they go Adam say na coercive behavior, saying they coercive, and then she make she add. So they told her to do all this. In fact, she was so scared that she was like, this thing is looking very serious. They told her, no, say that just after one day go calm down, one just is a humble am. And she followed them and did this. And he was arrested. And these are the things that came after his arrest. He lost his job. Immediately, he was suspended from work immediately. Now, his DBS was updated. For those of you in the UK, you know what more than DBS means, that a charge has been added to his record in the country. What that means is that he cannot work in some places again for his life, just because of that charge. Now, and where he works before this charge happened was he works with children. He was immediately suspended. Sharp, no time. Now, he didn't have anywhere to go. He started doing Ogwaja work in the UK. They work for factory. They do this. That's what he was doing. Even that's what he's still doing up till now. Now, when the arrest had been done, he was granted bail without his phone. Of course, he had to be using people's messenger to chat me and talk to me and tell me what's going on. All right. So she was now like, and in this report where she give police, she know add the DNA. Now when my brother and the lawyer did this thing, they can't tell police everything. So even then they were like, met police, they were like, this kind of matter be this ejaculation without as in consent for ejaculation. All right. So but bottom line, especially in a married couple. So, let me move forward. Time no day. So eventually it was even, so what we now know is that it was even the Desmond himself that sent the report to police. That got her a lawyer, sent the report to police. Now, as they were doing that one, as they granted him bail, investigation is still going on. They now told her that, see, this two don't do your husband, so you don't lose your job, this thing. He go remove you from your visa, or this is what we will not do. They started planning how she will get asylum. They told her that, okay, they will apply for asylum for her. They will add that. They came up with something that they will apply for housing from housing council too. Then they said something very, very, very crazy, that she will have to fake a phone call with somebody in Nigeria. Now she will record this phone call, and then this phone call, the person will shout, say, Shebi, now you go report our brother to police. Anything make you come Nigeria, we go kill you. This was what they were contriving as evidence they will use to apply for asylum. And we know this because she confessed it, because the matter don't reach where we are getting to it. Can you imagine how crazy, how sinister people can be? Jesus. Okay. Bottom line is that even when my brother was living in the streets, living on the streets, looking for money, doing all sorts of work just to this thing, they were still contriving, thinking of more ways. And then she, like say, she started, I don't know, she started seeing something sinister. Why husband and wife, they more interested in seeing her own marriage end. Even after the man just saying Ingo continue the marriage. I think at some point she said she needed to do again. And then she went to the police and withdrew the charges, and then called him and told him she has dropped the charges, and confessed and told him everything that I'm not telling, some of the things that I'm not telling you. That's where we are. That's where we are. And it's sad because this man has lost his job. He has lost his job. His DBS has been updated. Remember now, police no drop the charge. Now she go withdraw the charge. What that means is that in their head, maybe they settled out of court, but in the record, they just say he was accused of rape. It is insane, guys. Why? Look at the extent people go. The extent people go. And it's so sad that these false rape allegations is making it hard for even real victims to come out and speak. When they are not real victims, nobody will answer them. Why are you people doing this? Why are you people doing this? So this is where we are. This is where we are. Of course, we are taking legal action against Desmond, Sci-Fi, and even the wife. That's where we are. You have ruined my brother's life, destroyed his reputation, fucked up his mental health. He's a total mess right now. He's a total mess right now. Even when they make this video, I'm a total mess. I cannot believe that people have the heart to sit down, to contrive these machinations, this wickedness. It is insane.